biting all of the skin off around my nail.
I've got
It goes back a lot thicker, and then it's just kind of like a vicious cycle. I just bite it even more.
Do you know, I've got a client that does that. She doesn't bite a nail, she bites just the skin, like you say. But when I mean, obviously at the minute you can't have your nails done, but when she has gel on, I don't know if you're the same, she doesn't bite her nails at all.
Yeah, I'm the same, but because I do a lot of massage and treatment stuff now, it's really difficult having on.
Yeah.
As soon as I take them off, I then just I bite my nail, and then when I finish that, I bite all the skin off around it.
And then a lot of the nail strengtheners, you know, the ones that you get where they taste horrible.
I like them.
I buy them and he eats his nails away.
Put me off.
But
gloves, Claire, you need some gloves.
Gloves. The mittens.
So would cuticle oil help soften that skin around my nail?
Definitely. Cuticle oil. And if you don't have cuticle oil, coconut oil is also really good.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I would, honestly, cuticle oil is like just amazing.
Brand of cuticle oil you'd recommend getting?
Well, I use C&D solar oil, but really, any cuticle oil at this minute in time will be really good for your nails.
Mark, can I ask, when I, obviously when I can get nails done, I don't get them done very often, I should take care of them more, but when I do, every single gel I've tried everywhere, it's just like chipped within 2 days. Everyone's like, oh, you've got oily nails or something. I don't know if that's
yeah.
You need the one that Ash uses, because mine used to do that, and what Ash does, it just never chips. And honest to God, like, my nails have never been longer, have they, naturally? It just grows and grows and grows.
Because your nails used to chip quite a lot, didn't they, with the shellac?
Yeah.
It just depends on, obviously, your nail type and whatever brand gel is good for you. But I bought the gel bottle when everyone started talking about it, and I tried it on Sarah, and it was literally amazing. We just grew her nails and they looked like they had tips on.
We grew them to the point where I went and I was like, Ash, you're gonna have to cut them. I genuinely can't do anything with them. They got that long.
Well, mine have done that now. I think because I'm pregnant, it's like your nails get nice, don't they? Yeah, and they're like amazing. They're never ever like this. It's the only time, and they're like really long and quite strong. But usually they're quite normally they're like peel, like a bit peely as well, you know, like they'll chip really easily at the end, and then I start biting them if there's like a little snag.
Do you normally have shellac, like a gel, or do you have hard gels, like extensions? You're not sure?
Oh no, not. Do you mean like the acrylics?
Well,
I don't have the. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's gel. It's gel.
Yeah, because I put on Sarah's. We used to just have shellac, which it looks like nail polish when it's on. Like when it's going on, it's just brushed on. But we went like a little bit harder and then gel polish on top, and that like literally stuck on Sarah's nails for ages. So maybe it's worth trying that.
I'll have to come to you when we can.
Yeah, definitely. Come with Sarah.
Yeah, we'll have a little day out when we can see people again.
Yeah.
When are you hoping to be back open? You two are back working. Is it July the 4th?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, nothing's been confirmed yet, has it? So fingers crossed.
And what about you, Becca?
Yeah, I still freelance at Hollyoaks like before lockdown, obviously, but I don't know whether they're going to go down the route of trying to get as many of the cast members to do their own makeup. It's a bit different in soap, but I am due to start a drama that was supposed to start in June, and they said as soon as they get the insurance that they can go ahead. So it's just a bit all up in the air. I mean, they said worst case scenario could be September, so I mean, I could be in for however long, but it's just whether people want to take that risk of, you know, wearing the protective clothing, and then, you know, the client or artist wearing the protective clothing for as long as they can while we do the makeup. And there will be contact. It's kind of those sort of things, like with hairdressers, and the same with you, Ashley, like there's going to be some sort of contact. So it just has to be done the right way. And I just think there's loads of jobs that are going to be the same.
It's going to be strange for a little while, isn't it? I was thinking that because I think we're due to go back to work in the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And And I think it's going to affect a lot of industries, obviously, but I think with these kind of the beauty industry and even your PT and girls, it's that, and your massage, obviously, that kind of contact. It's going to be weird for a while, isn't it? How do you feel about going back to it all? This is like to everybody and having to adapt to how things are going to be, because I feel really strange about it. Like I do my own makeup anyway for work, but that's only because of childcare things, but obviously you girls always come on set and we have final touch-ups and things like that, so that's going to be strange if things like that aren't happening, and it's almost makes you feel a little bit disconnected, doesn't it? I think. I don't know who wants to go first, but
yeah, it's kind of like in a way these kind of jobs are kind of just like, well, they don't really matter. That's how it feels at the minute, you know, like, oh, you can just live without it. And there's loads of people like with makeup and everything. I know there's, I don't know whether EastEnders have gone back, but I know Emmerdale have gone back and they're doing that, where they don't have makeup on set at the minute. But I mean, I know you guys, like everybody who does beauty or makeup, we're really, really clean anyway. You never share anything between clients. Like I think people forget this as well. Yeah. And you only have to step it up like that. Maybe 5 more notches and wear, you know, the protective clothing. I think it is doable. I just think people are scared of it because it's the unknown, isn't it? I do think it is doable.
Do you think it'll change? Do you think it'll change the way we do work moving forward? Just in the sense of little things. So for the supermarket that normally has the open bakery section where anyone can maul the food, they now have everything pre-packaged, and I can't see them going back from that actually, even when this is over, because when you think about it, it is meaning that people who don't wash their hands to put fresh and everything. And I just wonder if it has a bit of a lasting effect in some of our industries around, like you say, we're all clean anyway because we're working, we have to clean mats regularly and all things like that, but whether there'll be some of these extra measures that actually just become common practice for us all as like just normal business, I suppose, after this all blows over.
Yeah, and I've bought loads of like masks, gloves. I mean, I've even bought little aprons as well, but I actually bought some pink ones, so at least I can look nice and well. But yeah, I actually think maybe it's just going to stay like this. It can't, once they've made it so strict, I don't see how it can ever go back to how it was.
It's funny, isn't it? Because we, even before lockdown, in fact, we were on set together, weren't we, Rebecca? And you came on set with gloves on, and it was weird. It was just so weird.
Conscious. I feel like I've touched so many things in my life, and now I'm like even like petrol pumps. And I think when I've never thought before that petrol pump might have an infection or a disease.
I never used gloves for petrol pumps, but now I kind of think, oh god, yeah, that's what the gloves are there for.
Yeah, I know, it's strange, isn't it?
Did he actually have them there anyway? I've never even noticed.
Yeah.
But anyway, before all this, I never knew that. I never even noticed.
But I always thought, and it probably was, that so you don't get fuel on your hands, because you know sometimes you pick up the pump and then you stink of diesel or petrol. It was kind of for that rather than for germs. But then you think a lot of people getting ill from all of this was from petrol stations and stuff, wasn't it? Because it's something that, like you say, you don't even think about. You pick up petrol pump, you don't get in the car and wash your hands, do you? I mean, I think we're all now much more self-conscious of. Sorry, Claire, go on.
Pressing the button for the traffic lights as well. How many people just touch that and you automatically touch it, and then you like you're saying, Becky, you don't realise how many things you touch without thinking about it, that you don't necessarily associate with then having to wash your hands for it after it.
Yeah.
Or how much you touch your own face is what I realise.
I know, I'm like, ooh.
When I'm out and about, I'm like, oh no, don't touch my face, don't touch my face.
Yeah, when you're in the supermarket, I'm like, your face starts itching. I'm like scared to itch my face.
Claire, Robyn, did you have any questions from your lot for the girls?
Yeah, somebody messaged you, but yeah, I think you've answered it in the, we've had loads of people, like you said, it's that the eyeliner flick, they've been practicing it over and just can't nail it, and so we're saying, would you be doing a tutorial about how to do eyeliner? And somebody asked about what are like if you were to give, I don't know, the top 10 items for a makeup bag that would be purely essentials, including brushes and products, what would it be?
Oh, okay. So I never used to be a primer girl, but I found a primer that I absolutely love, and it's the Dermalogica Age Smart Primer. It's about £40, which seems like quite a lot for a primer, but you don't use a lot, and it's got SPF in it, and it does just make your skin look flawless with any foundation. So I think that's definitely one. A good base or a tinted moisturiser. A concealer, which you can use under your eyes as well as, if you've got a blemish, so something that's not too thin or thick that you can just build up. HD brow powder, I love that to draw brows on. And Ico, I've got a brow gel, and it suits all. It's got like a small, like a bit of a brown tint, but you can't really see it, but it just keeps your brows in place all day.
Oh, I need some of that. You'll have to tell me what that one is. Yeah,
it's really good, and the brush is really small, so you can really lift the front bits up.
Nice.
Obviously a mascara, I've lost count of how many I've said now.
That's you on 6 with the mascara.
6.
If you didn't want to buy a highlighter and a blusher, Charlotte Tilbury do the it's called a magic wand, or they do it in a highlighter, but they also do it with like a blush tint. That's really nice as a blusher, but then it also gives you that glow on your cheeks as well. So it's like a 2-in-1. And sometimes if I've like had a heavy night or I'm tired, I use it under my eyes before concealer, and it's like a bit of a corrector as well. So that's a good one. You can use like the HD palette as eyeshadow as well. So if you, we lost Sarah. Oh, she's there.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
I think you can use the HD powder as an eyeshadow as well. So if you didn't want to spend loads and you just wanted like a natural eyeshadow, then you can use it as brows, and then use like the warmer tones for like blue eyes or the...
I do that sometimes if I'm going away for a weekend and I don't want to take much makeup. I'll just take like my HD palette, and I can do my brows, and like say I can then just do a little bit of definition on the eyes. It's like quite a nice space saver, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. A really good lip liner, something that suits you, that you just feel like it just enhances your lips. Nothing too dark, nothing too light, just something similar to your lip tone. And then just a really good lip balm. I mean, I like lanolin. Is it lanolin? The cream that they use for breastfeeding, that on the nipples. Yeah. People don't know they can use that as lip balm. Yeah, it's really great.
We've got loads of that.
I was just thinking, we got the samples.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, I love it. It's really good for if you're sunbathing, because you can't burn your lips, and it just really protects if you're out in the cold and it's really cold because it's thick. You only need a tiny bit. I swear by that. That's my favourite. And sometimes if I've got no makeup on, I put a little tiny bit on my nose and a bit there, and then that just gives me like a bit of a glow as well. Just little easy tips, but that'll last you forever, that tube.
I had someone message about saying, obviously a lot of people have been out of work and are either furloughed or not receiving money at this time, but might still want to get something as a little treat or as a little pick-me-up. But she asked what the best budget brand would be, or brands that you could recommend, so you could buy something that you don't have to splurge too much on, but you still feel like, having a little treat, or something that you might last.
I know Revolution is good as a budget brand, because they've kind of taken a lot of what the more expensive brands have done, and they've created like concealer palettes or like eyeshadow palettes, and they're actually really good pigments, and they're quite cheap really. They do like good mascaras and eyeliners, things like that. But if it was up to me, what I would do, I wouldn't compromise too much. If you like something, then just sign up to all these websites that look fantastic and get the alerts, because they constantly do like 20% off, free gifts. Sometimes instead of going for something cheaper and then thinking, oh, I don't like it, and you've wasted the money, get what you want, but get it when it's on offer, or get it when it's, when you've got that.
When you get like a little freebie with it.
Yeah. And Look Fantastic actually do a really good beauty box, which I swear by. I've loved it since I started. I've had it for a year now. And they do like I've had eyeliners from there. That's how I tried that brow gel, and that's, you can do it. I think it's about £13 a month. you know, if you just wanted to try things.
Well, that's like